something special. I want you to be special now. It's just before daybreak. I just want to show you how.
The first thing you need to know about Arla is that it's a cooperative. I've been working in the past in listed companies, in privately held companies, in private equity held companies, and now I'm in a co-op. And what you want to know is that in terms of operations and strategic challenges, it's all the same. It's the same market dynamics, it's the same issues. But when it comes to the ownership model, it's clearly different. A cooperative is, as Arla, is owned by Danish, Swedish and German farmers. And the key purpose of Arla is to produce the highest possible milk price for these farmers. So they would deliver the milk to us, and we need to pay them the best possible price. And you may wonder, why is it so important for a company like Arla to grow and to get more milk? Well, it's actually very simple. We can only attract the milk from our owners if we pay a price that is better than our competitors. So when you think about how do you know if a co-op is successful or not, basically you can think about, is it getting more milk into the system or is the milk pouring out? We call that the milk wheel. So we want milk to come into the system, because if milk is coming in, it tells us that we are paying a price that is better than our competitors. And how can we pay a better price? By being more effective and by selling more products that are value creating to the consumers. But how can you grow your business when you're in Europe, in a Europe continent that is flat or maybe going into recession? That's a key challenge. Arla is no different in the sense of ambition. Arla has a clear strategy for growth for the future. We're aiming to grow our turnover from 50 billion to 75 billion Danish kroner in the few coming years. The difference between Arla and the other companies is that we are actually delivering on the results. And you must grow in our business. It's a business where if you're not competitive, you actually wither and die. So standing still is actually moving backwards in our industry. You have to move forward. So Arla is well on track to grow the business. Just in 2011, Arla added new turnover of 6 billion kroner alone, and I expect that we'll deliver the same again this year. But delivering top line and sales is not enough. You want to deliver quality in your top line also. We don't go for any turnover or any sales. We're looking increasingly to focus downstream, to focus on consumers, on marketing, on branding and value-added products. We want to make sure that we do not primarily compete on price, but that we compete on our ability to propose products that actually produce value for the consumers. Strong brands, strong categories. And it's actually also what we see around us. If you look at the big retailers, our customers, the Tesco's, the Walmarts of the world, they're actually going global. So increasingly, when you go into a supermarket in Shanghai, in Sydney, in Buenos Aires or in Amsterdam, you will actually be seeing the same kind of cheese products and the same kind of butter products, like the Lurpak brand, the Castello brands. You're seeing them across, and the consumers expect it. So as our customers are going global, Arla has to go global too.
especially in the Scandinavian countries, we are experiencing a tough competition, and we are in a little bit of a difficult situation. In terms of the competition, what we are seeing is that our market shares, the market shares of our brands are declining. They have been declining for a few years now, and it's fair to say we are a little bit struggling to stop the decline. These brands mostly have been losing market shares to what we call private labels. And you could say that's been the main feature of the competition. Obviously, we also have some local competitors in Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. Other companies, other factories, which make also very good cheeses. And in some places, they have taken shares from us. But I would say the overall and most important trend has been this increase in private labels. The reason private labels have been increasing in market shares is, you could say, we have been a little bit stuck in the middle. By stuck in the middle, I mean that our brands have been stuck in between very cheap products at the bottom of the markets and maybe more premium, more expensive products. Related to the private labels, the retailer-owned brands, which I was mentioning before, I just want to mention something important, which is what we are also supplying some of these retailer-owned brands from our factories. So we supply both Arla branded products, but also retailer-owned brands, which is something we have done for many years and which we are in many cases very happy doing. So good luck with the work.